What up, my lovelies? I'm here filming foundation for you today. Kind of my whole face routine, sans eyes, everything that it goes into after my moisturizer to the very end, setting spray. Got it right here for you. Something I'm not always going to film for you because we got long tutorials ahead of us, so let's just refer back to it because I'm a creature of habit when it comes to my face routine. I rarely change. If you guys have any suggestions for the products that I use, any kind of like alternatives you think I'd like, let me know in the comments below because I'm always looking for, you know, the next greatest thing, and I love to try out makeup, obviously. So keep on watching. And I filmed a brow tutorial, that's why I have these on and not the rest of the video, so there's going to be a separate brow tutorial that I actually just filmed, so wait for that. It'll be coming up next week or sometime later in the week whenever I get around to it, so I'll see you guys in a sec. Bye. Okay, so I already moisturized my skin, let that sink in for a little bit. Now I'm going to go in and prime. I'm going to use my Bay of a primer. This is Toofaced HangoveRX. I'm obsessed with this one. It calms down my redness really, really well. You know, as much as anything can. But I'm going to be using it with a Sigma F15 Duo Fiber brush. I really like applying stuff like, you know, like my primers and moisturizers with a brush. I think that it kind of just keeps it a little bit more sanitary and, you know, minimizes my hand contact in my face as much as possible, since no one likes that because it's just going to, you know, increase bacteria growth. No one likes to, you know, add that to their skincare regimen as well as their makeup regimen. Just going down the neck, you want to make sure you're priming all that. I've got some really cute blemishes going on. I love that, you know, who doesn't? I love adding those to my face. Yay! Next, I'm going to go in with my fair foundation, MAC Face and Body. I'm in shade N1 if you're interested. I really like this. It's hydrating. Just my skin definitely needs that. I like to just dot it all over the face. Yes, I'm touching my face, but for brief moments. I like to dot it all over my face because this makes the product actually warm to the skin and makes it blend a lot easier. You know, how much easier? I can't really say because I've always done it this way. You can always put it on the back of your hand and add it to your skin, but I find that this works the best. You can always add something else to it to beef up this formula because it is pretty sheer, but I like sheer coverage because my skin is pretty even in tone all over. I mean, I obviously have some redder areas and like blemishes, but I prefer to use concealer on those parts. Go in with a Zoeva Kabuki brush. This is the Zoeva 104 buffer brush. Love this one. It's super dense, so it blends stuff out super fast and easy. And I'm just patting this into the skin. This is going to keep the product where you want it instead of moving it all over. It's going to keep the coverage where you want it instead of like moving it all around. It's going to keep it where you want it and also give you a more airbrushed look, especially if you're using something dense like this. I like to use beauty blenders for more of like a thick coverage foundation, but for thin ones like this, definitely a brush. And I'm going and patting, blending down the neck. You don't want to forgo the neck, even if it is your perfect shade. Don't forgo that neck. Don't forgo the ear. Always want to put it into the ear. As I'm going and buffing, I'm also going in downward strokes because that's going to kind of like lay the hair so that we all have on our face flat down the skin. And I actually been shaving my face, which if you guys are interested, I'll do like more of an in-depth tutorial on that one day. It's new to me. I really like this foundation because it like mimics skin so well. Like, I have not found anything that works as well as MAC Face and Body. If you guys have found something that works as well as MAC Face and Body, let me in on the secret. I'm gonna go in and start using concealer under the eye. This is my It Cosmetics by Undereye. It is so small, guys. This is not, I have not made a dent in this product. It is so full coverage. Like, it's so amazing, but it's also moisturizing under the under eye, which I always recommend that's very thin skin there. I'm literally taking this much, and I'm touching it under the eye. Do you see how little I've used? You want to use such little amounts of this product. I'm actually going to distribute it onto areas where I also want coverage, because I'll actually be using the same concealer to use as a spot concealer. And I'm taking my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. I've used the regular Beauty Blender. I like this one better and it's cheaper. And I'm going to be getting out my Tarte Smooth Operator finishing powder. This is what I'm going to set the under eye with. I like to get that ready to go. So I'm just going to pounce this under the eye. And redness gone. And I kind of like to go over with my foundation brush and make sure that that's all seamless. And I haven't wiped away a lot of my foundation. And then I'll go in with my beauty blender, my Real Techniques Beauty Blender, with that smooth operating powder and set. If you guys have not set your under eye concealer with a wet sponge, girl, get on it. That's all I gotta say. I was a hater. I was a skeptic. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it out. God, foolish. Foolish for waiting that long. Next, I'm gonna go in and spot conceal further. I have some down, but I definitely have some more spots that I wanna go in with. So I'm using that same Bye Bye Under Eye. And it's also a bye-bye anything that you don't like. That's all I gotta say. I, of course, have something really cute going on here. Guys, the struggle of living in all this rain that LA has. I moved here to get away from the rain. Whatever, I know we need it. I know that we need it. I also have some really cute stuff going on my neck. Being a woman is so fun. It's so fun. Alright. Spots. They have stuff on them. I'm going in with just like this really kind of cheap Amazon brush that I love. It's kind of a dense buffer. It's by Style Master. I wish I could tell you guys more, but if you have anything like this, it's amazing for spot concealing because it evenly distributes the product. It keeps it focused in one area. Again, I'm just kind of dabbing at it, but it blends it out super well. I'm gonna speed this up so you guys don't have to spend all this time watching me do this. Alright, spot concealed and ready to go. I'm gonna take a matte loose powder. This is my MakeupForever HD powder. And this is a really good trick if you get oily in certain areas. You want to take your same damp beauty blender, just like what we did for the under eye, take that matte powder and set it in those areas. And I'm actually doing this to also kind of get rid of pores. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but now it looks like I don't have a lot of pores in my T-zone area, which I do. But this is definitely going to not only help minimize oil throughout the day, but get rid of kind of like bigger pores. It just minimizes their appearance. I like to do that instead of use a pore minimizing primer, though I found some really good ones. They can tend to fill my pores in too much and break me out. No, I don't like that. Next, I'm going to go in and cream bronze. I was doing like a live Instagram the other day and was telling you guys recently liking it. It makes my skin look really natural, and since I'm very dry right now, especially since it's the winter, it's been kind of making it look less powdery on my skin and just kind of giving me an all-over natural glow. I've been using these MAC BB cream bronzers. They were given to me when I left MAC, and I've been just like kind of getting into them, and I really like them. This one is in shade Golden, and it's been well used. This is the one I kind of use to warm up my whole face, and I've been using this Real Techniques. God knows if I know what it's called. It's been rubbed off. It looks like a little contour brush, and I just like to start by kind of stippling this into the hollows of my cheeks. And you don't want to like move it around. You want to just like dab, just like we were doing with the foundation. This is going to, again, keep the coverage where we want the product and not disturb the foundation underneath it. And I'm not being too careful with it. I'll show you guys some tricks as we go further. Going back into the ear and onto the temple. Kind of like frame the whole forehead with it, just to kind of give it some dimension around the whole face. This also works if you have more of like a wider face and you kind of want to make it look a little bit slimmer. Adding it to the temples like I did really kind of gives that illusion. But also you just kind of want to like not only contour your cheeks, you want to like give that color to the rest of the face. I also go underneath the jawline and drag it down the neck. Pushing it back into the hairline so you don't just have like a random bronzer halo. Next, since golden is really good if you're fair like I am, I'm going in with amber. This is another BB bronzer by MAC. This is what I'm going to do to kind of deepen the contour. And this is the side that you guys can probably tell the best. I'm just going in and slightly dabbing it, not using a whole lot of product, but just putting this in the hollows. And that's giving us a little bit more definition. I'm not adding a lot of this product, guys. Like, I'm not in it for like that line of contour. I'm just giving it a little bit more chisel and a little bit more definition. And I'm going to be adding that same color into the very depths of my temples. Now, a lot of people bake. I don't bake. I do not bake. I only bake cookies, guys. I only bake cookies around here. But I do take my foundation brush, my old Zoeva brush that has foundation on it, and I will clean up underneath my line of contour by dabbing away. This blurs the contour line. I'll even go up into the contour to make it a little bit softer. But this cleans up my bronzer contour so well, guys. Like, look at that. It's really nice. And I'll go underneath the neck and clean up all that bronzer that we put under there. If I feel like I've gone too much, I'll just go back with that same brush. Same Real Techniques brush. Because I'm going for a soft, natural contour. I like to keep my face routine pretty natural. I don't like to look too cray-cray because my eyes are my focus. That's what I'm really about. So this is a really great like foundation routine if you don't want to look too Instagram hardcore. If you guys do want to see that from me, let me know. But honestly, I'm sure there's people who do it even better than me on the interwebs. So feel free to look that up at your leisure. I love using cream blush. I always have. I've used cream blush even before I started cream bronzering. This is MAC's Ladyblush. This is pretty gross by now. I've used it so much because blush is the first thing that disappears off the face. So having that extra layer really helps in this instance. I use a Sephora Professional Mineral Powder Brush. Just any duo fiber brushes are really gonna help you with cream products. And I put this right on the apples and back into the contour and bronzer. And this all kind of like meshes together. This is a super neutral color, so that way I can really put whatever blush I want on top or no blush, and it just gives me a little bit of a flush and grabs onto that blush that I put on top so that I don't get like a weird patchy look throughout the day, which I find that if you only wear powder blush, you're gonna get a patchy look throughout the day, and I don't like that. Okay, next, I'm going to set the whole face with just a light application of powder. This is my MAC Prolonger powder in Light Plus. Boop. I don't know if you guys can tell. And I'm taking it on another Real Techniques brush. I just love their duo fiber brushes. They're really great. This is my favorite powder brush, and I'm just going all over the face and lightly setting it. This really doesn't do much, except just make sure that everything's locked into place throughout the day. Alright, we're almost done here, but next I'm going to highlight, and I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of a wonkier highlight today using the KVD Alchemist palette. Can you guys even see this beautifulness? Oh my god. It's so pretty. These are the shades, and I really hope that the camera picks this up. It's going to be more of like a holographic highlight. I'm doing a couple different colors today. And I'm taking another Real Techniques brush. This is a setting brush, but it's my favorite for contour. And I'm actually going to go in with this beautiful pink opal shade for the very top of my cheekbone. And I'm just kind of massaging this in. And it's giving me a really pretty pinky highlight. You guys, of course, can use any other highlight colors at this point. You can use one of my favorite light people highlighters is Mary Luminizer by the Balm. But I'm giving you holographic realness today because this is just a foundation tutorial and I gotta be a little extra. You know me. I'm gonna go in with the center shade Ultraviolet Amethyst. And this is going more towards the front of the face, but I'm kind of mixing it in with pink opal. So we're kind of getting this really rad mixture. And I'll even go back into pink opal and kind of go on top so they mesh. I love it, guys. I love it. At the very top, I think I'm going to dip into some green emerald. And I'm just putting that in that C around the eye. Oh god, you guys probably can't even see, but it is so lovely, dude. I'm gonna go in with some pink opal, and I'm gonna just kind of like massage this into the top of my brow to lift it a little bit and give me a little duochrome fabulousness whenever I turn my head. It's going up there too. Now I'm taking my favorite little Japanesque brush. This is the 232, and I'm gonna add blue sapphire to the tip of my nose. Ooh, guys, it's so pretty. And down the top of the bridge of the nose. I think that's gonna go on the Cupid's bow too. You guys ain't about this colored highlighter life. You are a-okay to do whatever the hell you want. But some of us like to look like mermaids at all hours of the day, and we can't hate on that. Ugh. I'm living. So I'm gonna put the amethyst, the middle shade, on the inner corner of the eye. Just a little something there. Using that same brush. Now that we're done here, we're gonna do just a little bit on the nose. I'm taking my favorite Kat Von D contour kit, my Zoeva face paint brush. This is my favorite for contouring the nose. I'm going in with these two shades right here. Boop, boop. Just a little bit. And I'm gonna go right under the nose to lift that up, down the sides, and on top. In my previous video, I did this, so if you want to check out kind of like my reasons behind what I do, I would watch that video. I'll put the link down in the description bar below. And I'm going to take that lightest shade on another little like fluffy domey brush down the middle. And then right on top again. Cute nose, guys. I love it. I live for it. Just gonna do some finishing touches right now. I'm actually gonna go in with this MAC All the Right Angles contour palette in medium, and I'm taking this shade called Accentuate, I think that's what it's called, on a little Sigma brush. This is This is the Sigma Tapered Highlighting Brush. I'm going in with that lightest shade, and this is what I'm putting under the eye. I like this as a little bit of a brightener, and it has a little bit of a pearlescence. Not even like shine, but like a sheen. And I think that it really not only brightens the under eye, but makes it look a little bit more like lifted, and I like that. Because I don't like to go too heavy under the under eye with like a light concealer, but just like a little bit of a light powder. That's going to make my under eye look a little bit more like flawless. I can't hate on it. I can't hate on that. Last but not least, I'm going in with my baby MAC Fix Plus. Y'all know, if you don't know me, now you know, Fix Plus is life. And I'm going to spray my face an arm's length away. Because that, if you get too close with Fix Plus, it'll make your face like really sticky instead of just setting it and making it look very like luminescent and like you're not having a lot of powder on the skin, which I love. Alright guys, that's it for this tutorial. I hope that you liked it. I know that in the beginning of the video I have brows on. That's because I'm going to film a brow tutorial like right after this, which I'll put up later in the week, but just wanted you guys to kind of get a lowdown on my foundation routine, because for a lot of my videos probably I won't be doing my foundation all the time because it's really repetitive. It's pretty much the same thing over and over. So if you are ever watching like a video of mine and you're like, what's going on here? I want to know more. I'm always going to be switching up highlighter, and I'm always going to be switching up blush. That's why I didn't even put on blush in this video. I have absolutely no idea what blush I even want to wear today. So that's what I got for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it, learned something. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. I know that I definitely am going to put up a brow tutorial soon because I'm about to go film it right now. But, you know, let me know. Love your feedback. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.